action here. This is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the London BlackKnights
and the Las Vegas Raiders. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
We go from Las Vegas. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Back to throw. Nance. Over the middle, complete. It's Terry.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a handoff up the middle. Rivers. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. On third down, Nance. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the third down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year. Wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships. And if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
He's going to go deep for Conley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 66 yards.
And the BlackKnights are on the board here first in the season opener.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and couldn't score, but he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this, we're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball, they won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nance toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Terry.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Nance. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Results in a 4th down.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. But that's going to change the course of things. They had a good drive work and a chance to really open things up here in the first quarter. Instead, the defense, they got exactly what they needed.
Yeah, they certainly did, because making that type of a play gives them confidence moving forward and maybe makes them a little more reticent on the offensive side of the ball.
Because if the touchdown had gone the other way, this thing could have started to get ugly early.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over, because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
40 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. With fingers crossed here, first quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
They'll run on first down. Rivers, nice little juke. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Rivers.
And he's got it down to the 28.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 10.
To throw on 3rd down. Nance. Throw left side complete. That's Terry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
York able to send this one through.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So able to force the fumble, but then they really couldn't move the football, Charles, and they get 3 points out of it.
And they made sure they got something out of that takeaway, didn't they? Because even if they couldn't put it in the end zone, they were not going to turn the ball back to them without putting something on the scoreboard.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. (10-7) our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose, and the Raiders pick it up, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Nance. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Step, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Escaping. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Cade York on now for the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Caught here by Conley. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. The Conley's got it over the middle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On third down, they're going to run for it here. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in there an extra count or 2, hoping someone comes into contact.
Back to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now, able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Black Knights are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they...
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Partner, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
London about set to take over on offense. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
75 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And now here come the Raiders.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
On first down, Nance. Pass incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Rivers. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Nance. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw again. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
York on now for the extra point.
And this is now a 1-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. A touchdown run there for Antonio Gibson. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Tua Tagovailoa, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. Baker Mayfield, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
To about the 35, second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
113 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Black Knights take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, I give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Rivers. Oh, able to avoid him. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on third down, Nance. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over first and 10.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see him back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up,
Automatic
or if you're
first
going
down.
to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into it. Not a good play at all.
Now a handoff looking right. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 135 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They give him a gain of 38.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
This pass became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the BlackKnights are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Nance. The open man here, Renfro. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, Rivers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Nance lets this go for Renfro downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The Cardinals, we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches and they decide not to run the ball, you end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass and it backfires. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
Pass complete to Hunter Renfrow. A 6-yard pickup.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nance.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them to 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Throwing on 1st down. Nance. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Off play action. Nance. In trouble, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
He finds his man, complete. It's Terry.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rivers.
To about the 26 here.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Nance. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run on 1st down. Rivers. And they'll get him down right around the 16. To throw on 2nd down. Nance. Renfrow bringing it in over the middle. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfrow with career touchdown number 60.
And the Raiders get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good.
As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2nd and 4. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll go with the option, coming right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
On 1st and 10, Nance got his man complete over the middle. It's Rowe. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nance has some space here. The big fella. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
The defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. So out come the Raiders.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Looking to throw. Nance. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nance.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Raiders.
They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they look to cash in. Excellent field position. 4-yard line, 1st and goal.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for our visitors, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.